Hey guys, I'm back with the layout share. These are the layouts that I created over National Scrapbooking Day weekend. I went to a crop on Friday and I spent some time scrapping with my mom and a cousin on Saturday and Sunday. I just wrapped up some loose ends at home and I think I might have done 1 or 2 layouts that day. So I'm going to go ahead and get started because this video could run long. This first layout is titled Father, Daughter, and Football. So for this one, I just layered up some papers from the Dear Lizzie Serendipity line, a couple of 3x4 cards. I think this one might be from Echo Park, and this is an Amy Tangerine sticker from her sticker book, and used a little label punch and some enamel dots and some mist on this one. The next one is titled Baby Love. And for this one, I used some more of those pattern papers from the Serendipity line. I used a frame from Heidi Swapp that I purchased at Michael's, some washi, a sticker, and some layered punches with some sprinkles of sequins and mists. I'm in love with this like layered punch look, and you'll see it in almost all of the layouts that I show you today. I've just been such a fan of it lately. This next collection is the Fancy Pants As You Wish collection. This page is titled Diego, You Are My World, and it came with this globe and the title right here, and I didn't want to cover it up, so I figured out a way that I could use it as part of the title. So here I just layered up one of the frames that came with the collection, some more of those layered punches, a butterfly, a wood veneer from Studio Calico, a couple of tags, and a flare. And I continued with the layered punch, the wood veneer, and a label here, along with some washi. And then here I actually messed up in my journaling, so I just layered a couple of pieces of washi, put a butterfly there, and some bling. And now that I'm looking at this, I really want to bring some bling over here because this little cluster has it, and so does that one. And I just feel better even if I just had 2 pieces of bling right here. I think I'll go back and do that later. This one is titled The Meadows. So really simple, just some pattern paper along with one of the frames, a couple of the tags that came with the collection. I believe this is a sticker from an Amy Tangerine collection, and some washi. And this is one of the flare that came with the collection. And on this one, I had this photograph and I knew I wanted it to be the focal image, but I had some other photographs that I had taken inside of the museum, and you know, with museum, like the lighting, and sometimes you can't stand too far back, and so I wanted to have them, but I didn't really know how I was going to include them. So what I did is I created like this little flap so I could include the pictures of the artwork that we saw and not have it on show because I just didn't feel like it went with the design that I was trying to do. This next one is titled All About Moments. And I didn't do a whole lot on this page because this floral patterned paper is amazing. And I love it. But at the same time, I didn't want to leave it all on show because, again, it's just so bold. So what I did is I used another one of the frames and layered some papers or pattern paper punches over that frame, a tag, some enamel dots, and some washi, along with another tag and a punch and enamel dot up here. So fairly simple. I like the little clusters and I think they came out really nice, and I like that there's pink in the tag here and the hearts carry the pink over. This next one is called Happy Memories Never Fade. And for this one, the pattern paper again was really busy, so I just used a frame from the collection along with I stamped this on some cork and cut it out and used that and some washi for my main embellishment cluster. And then down here I had a couple of punch shapes and the number 3 with some thickers. Now this piece of pattern paper in particular is the entire reason that I bought the collection. I love this pattern paper, and I'm seriously going to order one just to hang in my classroom because I love it that much. It is so beautiful to me. I just love the patterns, and I'm a sucker for any kind of globe or map or any kind of motif like that. So I really wanted to keep most of it on show, so what I did is I used one of the frames for the title, Enjoy the Journey, and I layered up some washi, some bling, a couple of flare here for this embellishment cluster, and then here's the same washi, a tag, and the bottom piece of a tag that I stamped on with a little bling and a heart, and carried up here to some punch shapes layered up with some bling and the same washi that I've been using. And I love the way this came out. I love the pattern paper, and I just absolutely love it. And then I had a couple of scraps left from that collection, so I just went ahead and used them, and this is titled Outing with My Son, and just a couple of pieces of the pattern paper with one of the frames and a whole bunch of layered punches here. Now these layouts are using the Craft Market collection from Crate Paper, I believe. So this first one is titled Toes in the Sand, and these alphas are from Doodlebug, and they're very subtle, but in real life you can see them. I'm sure you probably cannot on camera, but they're there. And again, more layered punches with the tag and a banner, flare, enamel dots. I'm just in love with the whole look of layering things right now. This one's titled Family Forever. And for this one, again, some washi, some punches, a wood veneer, and enamel dots. These labels are from Teresa Collins. I bought them at Joann's, and I just did some stamping on them with some enamel dots. This one here is titled One Great Night, and I really wanted to put the emphasis on this turquoise doily that I had, so I just put it like smack dab in the middle with a layered 3x4 card, some punches, a frame from the Pure collection by Crate Paper, I believe, a couple of flares, and these are the same flare that I just purchased again at Tuesday Morning, and I love them. They're just so cute. So more layered punches, sprinkling of sequins and some mist. So, very cute. This next one is from that same Crate Paper collection, and this one is a photograph of what's titled Oh Happy Day, and it's just a photograph of some Bath & Body Works bags in Ulta, and I had been shopping that day, so I wanted to document it. And I don't really mind documenting photos like that seem kind of silly, because I think that they really give you insight into my life or the lives of people who are around me. So I don't mind scrapping random things like that. So just a layered doily here, layered with some punches, some sprinkles of sequins, and washi again. I did these at a crop, so I wasn't able to take everything I own with me, so what I did is I had very limited supplies. That's probably why they're all the same looking. On this one, it's titled So Many Memories. Here are those Doodlebug stickers again that are very subtle. There wasn't a lot to say on this page because we were at a friend's wedding, and there's not a lot to say about that. So I just documented whose wedding it was. I used these resin flowers that I had from a Maggie Holmes collection, and some washi, and each one had a heart from a Stampin' Up! Punch. And this is a 3x4 card that I used from, it's not from any collection, it's like from We Are Memory Keepers. And then the last two that I have are a bit random. This one's titled My Sweet Life. And this background paper is from Simple Stories, lots of layered with pebbles and Echo Park and some cardstock. And I wish I would have done some stamping on this pink strip right here, but after the fact I was like, I am not messing with it. So I just left it alone, layered up kind of a craft bag back here with some labels in it, a flare, and some washi. Again, a sticker from that Simple Stories collection. Some vellum stars from Studio Calico. I did some stamping and cut it out here with another flare. And this is the last one. I think this was the first one I did that day. It's titled 100% Boy, and I think this pattern paper is from Pebbles, and I layered some other pattern paper over it and a piece of this adhesive backed cork. And this ledger paper right here, that's the A side, and on the B side of that it had a whole bunch of these circles printed. So what I did is I just fussy cut them so I could use them for embellishments, because remember I did these at a crop and I didn't have a lot of embellishment, but I thought these would make great embellishments for this. So I layered up some punches here and did a flare, and then I layered up some stickers here with some washi, and again those stars from Studio Calico. So very, very cute. So all in all, I got 16 layouts done, and I'm quite happy with them. And I just usually keep my completed stuff in this box lid that I have. So now they need to be put in page protectors and put in their albums. Thank you so much for stopping by today and for hanging in there with me. I hope you all have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.